She's trying to get curious. Oh my gosh.
I've been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, he's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way.
She trying to get curious.
Waters is checked in for Champagny. And Shams with younger teams like OKC taking the reins. New stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
Here's Harper, covered by MP. Count it.
Just sneaking around there down low. Dylan Harper got the bucket.
Nets leading by 11. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Johnson. Shams, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team market sizes matter less to free agents.
For most players, it's about winning, and then secondarily, where they'd like to live. And the financial aspect of market size is not as relevant as it once was. Money still does talk.
Yeah.
That might be one of the biggest changes in the game over the last few decades.
BA, you can win and succeed anywhere.
Here's Harper. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And you know, Harper's got a crazy wingspan, almost 7 feet. Just giant for a guard.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
First one falls for him. It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
A deep three from MP. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
We're doing it behind the line.
Fox deciding where to go with it.
Watch this. I don't even know why I got this wrong.
A minute 15 left to play in the first half. And that's his third miss in 7 attempts.
Oh my God. The meter's supposed to go up. It's all right, they know I was
Brooklyn
gonna make that
shooting
too.
their second and third shots at the line here.
Cue my music.
And he drops the first. And the Spurs with some changes. Olenek's checked in for Cornette. Harrison Barnes comes in for Wembanyama. And it's Devin Vassell in for Harper. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fox outside. Olenek with a screen on MP. Outside Olenek. Back to Fox. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Fox has got 13 now.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight. Calling his own number, providing a serious scoring punch.
Boy.
And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, B.A. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, B.A.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Always a pleasure to hear from Shams. He uncovers some stories that no one else is privy to.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of his reporting. He's a tireless worker, very detailed, and his integrity is second to none.
From deep, good. Another from three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Sanders. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's the triple. And again for three.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. From deep three-point land. Good! Another from three.
He is completely dialed in from deep.
And by the way, with that make, he's now alone in second place for most threes in a game. At this point, you have to go for that top spot, right?
Great.
Can't hit that one.
Oh.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. And that's out in front, running away with this one. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
This gonna be trash. Yep. Go ahead and get out of here.
You know, right now for the Nets, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the San Antonio Spurs.
If you can't stop anybody, you can't win. It's just that simple.
Yeah, the game's been completely one-sided, and we promised our viewers a good contest.
Pulling from deep.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our...
I got 50 in the span of 2 quarters. Let's get 100. Let's get 100.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway.
Yeah. That's black. It's L1. Green man. Oh, net.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
On the floor for Brooklyn, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, then it's MP, and it's Wolf in at the 4-man position. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Spurs
talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Fox. Brooklyn pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Barnes against MP. Fires the three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And here's MP from outside. Knocks down the triple.
That was a pass.
Sanders has got 58.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there. trying to answer.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
And here's MP from outside. Oh, connects again.
I don't know how I made that.
Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, a really deep 3 that time. 67 points for MP.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Fox goes in. And Fox powers it home.
Whoa, Fox, what a finish.
A deep 3 from MP. Rebounded by Castle.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that. Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Beyond the arc. And it's good. He hits another one.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. The 3. He buries it from 3. Fox has got 22.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
And yes, another basket.
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. Barnes, no good. The Nets have gone 8 of 10 in the 3rd and looking in control. A deep 3 from MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Sanders with a rebound.
I think it's my way.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 is up. He got it again. Sensational.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Here's Fox. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
We down court.
He got it up. No good.
Oh, look at that leader.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More 2K action in just a moment.
This ain't no different from
and
rank.
A worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked.
Price was like 15 or something.
Big group substitution here for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Cornette. Devin Vassell comes in for Champagny. Castle's checked in for Johnson. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. MP is checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Vassell. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Wembanyama on target from about 13 feet.
And just using the size advantage he has. I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Activate that. I'm going to activate mine. It's game over now.
Now here's MP. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby. Again! What an avalanche!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Sanders, no good. San Antonio's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. Wembanyama, high post. Pass to Fox.
Oh, they there running, boy.
The 3 from Barnes. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Good ball. My 3.
We've got 1:55 left in the game.
Get off.
From deep,
Get
MP
off.
connects again from distance.
Get off.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible.
Oh, y'all fans. He's gone.
Fox against MP.
Y'all ain't got no fans in here. Everybody left. He's out getting blue out.
Fox
Well, stop
outside.
playing.
Castle on the wing. Outside Barnes. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land. And again for 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. And here's Vassell from the arc. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. And here's MP. outside. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama against Sharp. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Good shot, gone bad. You got to finish there.
MP way out. Good. Another from three.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Here's Wembanyama. Puts it in off the killer crossover.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
From deep, MP. And again for three.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Oh, another one falls.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points.
What an incredible effort. Complete scoring dominance.
And how about that? 100 points, triple digits. Woo!
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say we just witnessed the greatest individual performance in NBA history, with MP racking up 90 points. Talk about it, MP.
Oh, God. Look, usually I talk about myself, but today I'm not going to do that.
Over to you, B.A.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this...